Welcome back to Grim Legends: The Forsaken Bride. This is Jewelsmith, and I started playing this game earlier today. I played for about an hour, and then our power went out. It wasn't just that the live stream crashed or that the game crashed. The game did not crash. It was my city. Our electric grid crashed, I guess. So we had a power outage. We weren't having any storms or anything, so I don't know what happened. But there was a little glitch. And so, of course, you know, the internet went down, the live stream went down, my TV turned off, all that good stuff. PlayStation went off, all of that. But here we are. We're back. And it appears that the game saved, but I'm not sure. I think I lost some of my progress here. It looks like we don't have tinder. So we're going to have to go out into the forest. And that's right. We were chopping this log to get tinder. And then that's when the power went out. Hopefully that won't happen again. But you never know. That's the risk you take when you're live streaming. I apologize to everyone who was watching the first hour and suddenly I disappeared. I couldn't get back online for a little while, obviously, until power came back on and then the internet came back on. So I couldn't even send a message and say, sorry, my power is out. But today is Try It Tuesday. It's still a Tuesday here, so we're just going to keep on trying this game, which is another one of those Artifex Mundi games. Artifex Mundi is a Polish developer. They also developed the Clockwork Tales of Glass and Ink game that I tried out a few months ago. And they developed the Eventide Slavic Fable game that I tried out on another Try It Tuesday. I liked Eventide so much that I ended up buying it and playing the whole thing, not just the demo. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It's interesting, but I don't know. So far it's just not as compelling to me as Eventide was. What do you guys think? Those of you who may have watched me try out some of these Artifex Mundi games in the past. Okay, so let's go over here. We need to get these bees out of here. So let's use our fumigator. And let's grab the honeycomb.
Now, I need to extract the honey from the honeycomb.
Right, and we know how to do that. There's an extractor right here. Ah, there's the bowl of honey. I don't suppose we can take the wax? Oh, we can. Good. That's useful. Don't want to leave that behind. And I have no idea how much longer this will go on because I am playing the demo. The demo for PlayStation 4 is free. And the demos usually only last about an hour or so on these games. So I'm really surprised that I'm still going, to be honest. Because I'd played for about an hour and 15 minutes before the stream ended abruptly earlier today. So I could be playing for maybe another 5 minutes. I could be playing for another 50 minutes. I have no idea. We can walk up to here. Seems like Kitty knows this place pretty well. Okay. We've already looked at this book. There's something weird going on with the bear. There's a bear in the game that kidnapped my twin sister. I'm not sure what my name is. I think her name is Lily. Oh, Oh, I found another fairy. I keep finding fairies. I have no idea what that does. These are our quest objectives. I don't see any fairies. This is our map of the game. Again, don't see any fairies. No idea what the fairies are for. And I think this hourglass gives us clues. And then sometimes the little kitty cat is in our inventory. We can use the cat to solve certain puzzles in the game. This is one of those point and click puzzle games. But I think the objective here, we need to go make some kind of potion or spell or something. I don't know. We'll put the bowl of honey... No? Can't put the bowl of honey there? Wait a minute. I thought we had to put the bowl of honey there. See, there's honey. There's the little heater thing, tweezers, and a grinder. We have to grate these things. Okay, I see a grater. No? Oh, maybe we have to light the candle first. There we go. Lighting the candle, adding the bowl of honey. Or not. Alright. Oh, I put down the grinder, okay. Well, I'm looking at the directions here. It looks like bowl of honey plus whatever this thing is called, the candle, plus tweezers to the grinder. But how do we get it? I need some honey, bear poppy, bear claws, bear wax track, and a grinder. Oh, we have wax. Okay. Okay. We can do this. Hi, Master Shot. How you doing? Master Shot just joined us in the chat room. I don't usually stream this late in the evening. Well, it's probably early morning where you are. It's late in the evening here. I need to melt the wax first. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to put that on there? Put that on there? How am I gonna melt the wax? Maybe over the stove? Apparently, yes. Apparently we need a giant cauldron to melt that tiny bit of wax. Hot wax. I need something to carry it in. How about a mug? We have found a mug of wax. Sure. That makes total sense. And now we're going to carry it outside and try to pour it into one of these tracks before it hardens. Hey, Wolf Panda! Thanks, Master Shot. Master Shot says, love you and your videos. How's your day? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I was streaming this earlier today. Today's Try It Tuesday, so I always live stream a game that I've never played before. And I was in the middle of the Try It Tuesday live stream and we lost power. And then by the time power was restored, the internet came back on. It was dinner time. We were eating dinner. Now dinner's over. So I figured, well, what the heck? I'll come back to this and see if I can at least finish playing the demo, you know? Alright, I think we've done all we can do. Oh no, there's a fairy here. Let's get the fairy. I thought I already did that earlier. It didn't save exactly where the stream ended. It saved a little bit back, so I've got to redo a few things, but that's fine. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion once we figure out this alchemist table stuff, the demo will probably be over. So I probably won't be here for much longer. But what the heck? I wanted to finish the demo up and come back and let everybody know what happened. Hopefully the people who were watching me play earlier today will either find this live stream or find this video after the live stream is over. It'll be archived on my YouTube channel, and then they'll get to find out what happened to me and where I went and why the stream abruptly ended without saying goodbye or discussing the game or anything else. So let's see here. Okay, let's walk up. We have our wax track now. We have to prepare Hunter's Dust. So what was happening earlier was there was a little cutscene at the very beginning of the game when I first turned it on. And that cutscene, or a little cinematic or whatever it was, a little animation, was a lady running out to this creepy tree and flinging, looked like an engagement ring, into a ravine and cursing the man who'd broken her heart. And then it cut to 25 years later, and that's when the game started. That's when I started live streaming earlier. And we, the character that we're playing here in this game, we are going to our twin sister's wedding. She's marrying some guy who apparently has only been in the village for like a month. I didn't catch that the first time around, but I was rewatching the video from earlier. I was trying to see exactly where the live stream had cut off, and it was saying that he'd only been in the village for a month, and I'm thinking, well, so she's only known this schmuck for a month, and she's gonna marry him? So in the middle of the wedding celebration, this bear comes in and grabs my sister and runs off with her. And so basically me and this guy, her fiance, we are trying to chase down the bear to get my sister back, but we've stumbled upon this witch's cabin, and she's going to give us this Hunter's Dust stuff to try to help find the bear. You know, that's just the way these stories go. They're all very strange, supernatural. There's magic and alchemy and all kinds of stuff in there. Let's see. Use the recipe in the book and the equipment on the table. All right. All right. Well, maybe now it's going to let me put the honey directly on it? That's not... Are we supposed to be doing that? That seems like an odd thing to do. Okay. I'm not really sure what's going on there. We just burnt some honey on top of a burner of some kind. And now we're going to grind it up into powder. I think I can use the spoon to add this ingredient to the pouch. Oh, I see. We're making some kind of magical talisman here. I should imprint... Okay. The book says I should imprint the bear's footprint. Where does it say that? It doesn't say to do that first. It's on the second page. But okay. And then break up the bear talons. No? Alright, well, let's get this stuff. Okay, seriously. Oh, I gotta wrap it up first. Okay. Where does it say that? It didn't say I had to wrap it up first. Oh, come on. Alright, and then we'll grind these up. Oh, we're not grinding them, we're just sifting them or somehow? Okay. This is crazy. This is the weirdest game. Hey, Victor, how you doing? Wolf Panda's saying you're close to 1,000 subs. Yeah, so close and yet so far. So close and yet so far. I seem to get like maybe 2 or 3 subs a week. So it could be a while. We could be here a while. Waiting for 1,000 subs. I still don't know what I'm gonna do if I hit 1,000 subs. Like what kind of special thing I might do. Someone suggested a giveaway, but I do a lot of giveaways anyway. So I don't know, but maybe I will. Okay, so honey, red bear powder stuff, and that. Okay, let's do the honey first. Okay. That. Alright. Oh, I have to stir it. Okay. I need to add an exact amount of each ingredient mentioned in the recipe. Oh, I see. 2 times, 2 times, and 3 times. Got it. I wasn't following the recipe. Alright. Now I have to stir it up. I must find the beast and free Lily. So now we have the hunter's dust.
Done, my dear. You're a natural talent. I wonder. Have we met before? You look familiar. Never mind. You should go into the forest.
Well, I look exactly
now.
like my twin
Sprinkle
sister.
this
You've probably
powder
met her
over the
since she
ground.
lives just down the
It should
road.
reveal the trail you're after. My kitty will go with you. It likes you, and might be of some assistance. I'm afraid I can't do much else for you. Good luck, dear. I hope you find your sister.
Well, thank you. Oh, now I have the cat back. See, there's the kitty cat. Oh, Wolf Panda is saying 2 or 3. You gained 12 this week. Did I? Well, that's unusual, because I usually don't gain them that quickly. I usually get 2 or 3 when I do a Fallout 4 live stream, and then maybe pick up 1 some other point in the week. That's usually the rate I'm going. That 12 is good. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track. I don't know. I'm up to 900 and something, right? But the thing is that I gain and I lose, so you gotta understand that for as many as I will pick up, I will often also lose people. It'll kind of waver back and forth, like I might gain 2, lose 1, gain 2, lose 2, gain 3, lose 2, you know, it kind of like, it'll, like in the aggregate, I will slowly creep up in number of subscribers, but the actual subscriber activity is kind of weird that way. I'm like constantly gaining and losing, gaining and losing, gaining and losing. So, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it's still gonna take a while, though. I mean, I would still need 65 more to remain a YouTube partner before YouTube decides to boot me off in a week. And I seriously doubt I'm going to pick up 65 this week. In the next 7 days before the deadline. I think it's like February 20th or February 21st. YouTube's going to start cutting off everyone who is currently a partner but doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. So I will probably get booted because I seriously doubt that I'm going to be able to hit that target in a week. But eventually, maybe eventually I may get there, and then I will request to be added back to their partnership program. Not that I monetize a bunch of my videos or anything. I think those videos that I have that are monetized by someone else because there's like copyright content or something in them. If there's a little bit of music or you know, a bit of video or something that belongs to someone else, they can monetize it through YouTube, and then they get the money. I don't. But it's still nice to be a YouTube partner, just to have that like designation, you know. But then YouTube changed its rules, so it's going to be kicking some of us back out of the partnership. We still haven't found this thing for this book, have we? It looks like we're going to find some little piece that'll get put there, and then we'll be able to take this mistletoe out of it. So, we'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen during this demo, though. I'm pretty sure the demo is going to end as soon as I leave here.
Go and find your sister, and be careful. A bear is a brutal adversary.
Alright, so we'll come out here. We still don't know what the deal is with this bird. I don't think I have anything to put there. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, so into the forest we go. And now we have to go and find the bear. Yeah. Sure. Sprinkle some dust.
This sparkling powder reveals the bear's trail, which has been washed by the rain.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything else for us to do here, so let's follow the bear. Was I just lucky, or... okay. So I thought there was an option to sprinkle it over here. And it's sparkling over here, like that's where it wants me to go. To the left, to the right. Alright, well let's follow the bear. We can sprinkle it here, we can sprinkle it here. Oh, no footprints on that side. That's where the bear went. Well, heck, if she moved her hand, you could see some of the bear prints down here. We're going that direction. Well, now I feel like we're going around in circles. Oh!
That must be Castle Hogwarts. It's been
Hogwarts?
abandoned for some time.
It doesn't look abandoned. There's a lot of lights in those windows. New objective, the lair. Ooh, what is that creepy thing out there? There's a drawbridge. Okay. And there's a big old bridge out there. That's a very Skyrim looking bridge. Oh. We found a bear shield. Is that a dead knight? Ooh. It's definitely a dead somebody. Oh, dang.
Those wounds. Was it a bear?
I was told that this triangular token is one of the keys to the Hogwarts' treasury. The villagers are superstitious and believe this place is cursed, so they shouldn't pose a problem. Watch out for the bear that lurks around these parts. Be careful. Oh, and then we have some runes here. Those might be important later. Seems like he wasn't careful enough. Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, useless without bolts. Well, there's some bolts there. Can't reach, they're too deep. Okay. Are we going to have to shoot at the drawbridge? We had to do that in the Eventide Slavic Fable game as well. We had to shoot with a crossbow at some weights on a drawbridge in order to get it to lower. So they're kind of reusing that concept here. Alright, well I guess we'll go out here and see what's what. I don't know what this is, but let's see here. Is that a basket full of fish bones?
Ugh, disgusting.
Alright, well, let's see if we can fish the bolts out of the water. There we go. Anything else here? Oh. Water is calm and clear. Well, we may have to use it then, So there's a use button. That's the thing with these games, these point and click little adventure puzzle games, is you have to just kind of explore everything on the screen and then figure out how it all interacts with each other. Everything's important. The bear was here. The trail looks fresh. Zoom. Let's zoom in on this. Oh, hello. The vial is empty. Huh. The smelling salts are corked tight, but there's no way to open them bare-handed. Why do we need smelling salts, for goodness sake? Oh, there's a fairy. Another fairy. What can we use? This thing? No. Alright. We're gonna need to find a corkscrew. Probably. That's my guess. Alright, this is the bear. The water is calm and clear. Yeah. Alright, well I guess we can walk up to the drawbridge and see what's what. Yeah, here we go. Shoot all 4 sandbags that keep the drawbridge. Alright, L2 is zoom. R2 is shoot. It doesn't seem like I can aim this where it needs to be aimed. I had the same problem before and I can't remember how I fixed the problem. Oh, there we go. That's how I fixed the problem. Okay. Alright, now we gotta try to aim through this hole. Because when I'm not zoomed in, I can only move so far. See that? I have to like zoom and then I can actually move further than that. If I'm zoomed out like that, it'll stop right there. This seems like a really ineffectual defense. I'm just saying, like, if your drawbridge is trying to protect you from invaders, but the invaders can just shoot out your sandbags, that just doesn't seem... doesn't seem to be a good idea. Alright, what's going on here? Interact, 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 interact. Interact. Oh, that's the symbols that we saw on the bottom of the letter. Haha, I remembered them. Into the castle. Okay, are we taking bets? If I go into the castle, is this going to be the end of the demo? Yes, it is. I had a feeling. It had been going on for a while. Usually these demos only last about an hour or so, because the full game isn't going to last that long. When I played, that's the guy. That's her fiance that had only been in town for about a month. That's the guy that, but he's a jerk. He like pushed me off of a bridge because I bumped into him and he got mad and he shoved me and I fell. So he's a jerk. We'll probably find out something really, really bad about him if we continued playing. That's my sister there. Well, I should say the sister of the character that I was playing in the game. That's an old man who was in the village. But there you go. That is the remainder of the Grim Legends Forsaken Bride demo. I have no idea who that guy is. Was that my dad? I think there was a guy in the village that was my dad, maybe. That might have been him, because he got hurt by the bear and my mom was going to stay, or some lady was going to stay and take care of him. There's the witch lady. Yeah. Anyway, these games don't usually last very long. Like when I played through Eventide Slavic Fable, I can't remember how long that one lasted, but I think altogether the whole game, all of the live streams only added up to like maybe 6 hours or so. I'm trying to think. Let me go back and see if I can find them on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it didn't last very long. It was like the game itself was like $9.99. These puzzle games. Of course, there was a bonus level to it that got unlocked. The bonus level lasted about an hour, and the game itself only took 3 live streams to play. Looks like I played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 hours, and then an hour for the bonus level. So yeah, about 6 hours or so to play through the game. Of course, it depends a lot on how fast you get through the puzzles. Some puzzles take longer than others, and some people take longer to do the puzzles than others. But I'm assuming that the price for this game will be about the same, probably $9.99. They all seem to be around that price. They are available on Steam as well as PS4. I'm not sure if they're on Xbox or not, but the developer does have a website you can go to. It's artifactsmonday.com to find out information about them. And so I'm looking here. Yeah, it seems to be available. Like Grim Legends Forsaken Bride, according to the developer's website, is available on Google Play, Amazon, Windows, PC, Steam, Mac, PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One, it says here. So there you go. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's a puzzle game. It's an interesting story. So was Clockwork Tales. You know, there were lots of it's very interesting artwork, interesting music. You know, it has its interesting little storyline. But I don't know. I don't know what it is about Eventide Slavic Fable when I played that one. The puzzles just seemed more challenging, and the story seemed more interesting, and the level design seemed a little more intricate, and the artwork was a little more interesting to me. I don't know. I don't know what made Eventide just so compelling that after I tried it, I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I really wanted to go back and finish playing it. It reminded me, one of my viewers said that it was a little bit like Spiderwick, and I think that's exactly what it was. It had this kind of feel to it like Spiderwick, where you're in the modern world, but then there's all this fairy lore, and you know, it was intriguing. But I mean, I guess that's kind of how this one is. This isn't set in the modern world, but you know, it's got superstition and magic and supernatural and all of that in it. But I don't know, something about Eventide. I felt like the puzzles in Eventide were more challenging. Maybe I'm just getting really good at these kinds of games now that I've played a few of them. And Artifacts Monday seems to be kind of repeating itself a little bit, repeating some of its puzzles a little bit. So I don't know, I just didn't find this one quite as challenging or the story quite as compelling as Eventide Slavic Fable. But if it's your kind of game, let me know. Let me know if you play it. Let me know what happens. Let me know if they find I assume they find the sister by the end of the game, but I'm sure there's some kind of creepy twist of some kind. Let me know who the fiance really is and why he showed up in the village only a month ago. Anyway, if you're enjoying this, please leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends. You can find me on Patreon, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. Links should be in the description. Actually, the links in the description, I think, will take you to Patreon and also to my website. But from either of those, you should be able to find links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and all of the other projects and things that I'm involved in. So just take an extra little click through, and I do post my live streaming and video gaming schedule on the main Patreon page, my main Patreon page, patreon.com/Jewelsmith. It will tell you what games I'm planning to play each day. Now, it can change from day to day, so you can always check back. You don't have to be, I think you have to be a registered member of Patreon to see the page, but you don't have to be a paying patron to see it. I don't know, I could be wrong. It might be visible to the public even if you're not logged in. But it's free to be on Patreon. It's kind of a social media crowdfunding site. It's free to be on there, and then if you are so inclined, for as little as $1 a month, you can pledge to support this channel, which helps me play more than just demos. I can buy full games if I get supporters on Patreon. And there's also lots of other fun content, fan art, fan fiction, original fiction, and other things that go on over there. Do take care of yourselves. My next live stream will be Friday. I will do Fallout Friday, and in between Try It Tuesdays and Fallout Fridays, I have been uploading episodes of the BioShock collection. I'm currently almost finished with Minerva's Den. Well, I don't know. Maybe I might be about halfway through. I'm not sure how long it is. I've never played it before. But I'm guessing I'm more than halfway through Minerva's Den. And then I'll be moving on to BioShock Infinite. So I'll be uploading those in between Try It Tuesdays and Fallout Fridays. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry it was broken up into 2 separate videos. That was beyond my control. As I said earlier, the power had gone out here. But I wanted to finish up what I could of the demo and just let you guys know what had happened, and thank you for being here. Let me know what you think of these Artifacts Monday games, if you want me to continue trying them. There's several demos of various games that they've done, or if you have some other request for a game for me to try on Try It Tuesday, leave me a comment or send me a message. It's got to be a game that's available on PS4, because that's what I use. It's got to be a game that can be live streamed and that is not terribly expensive. Free is best, so if there's a free demo, that would be wonderful. Otherwise, I try not to spend more than like $2 or $3 on a game if I'm going to have to buy the whole thing. If it's something that's $10 or more, I am happy to play it if you are happy to buy it for me. That's how that works. So, Wolf Panda is saying try Fortnite. I have already tried Fortnite, actually. There is a Try It Tuesday video on my YouTube channel of me trying Fortnite. If you go back to Jewelsmith on YouTube and look for the Jewelsmith Plays playlist, I think it was back in November I tried it. It was like in the past few months. But yeah, I've already done Fortnite. Maybe it was January. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it should be on there. There's an archive of that Try It Tuesday, and I highly recommend checking out Starfish Central for anyone that's interested in Fortnite. Starfish_Central is a friend of mine who plays a lot of Fortnite, and I enjoy watching his Fortnite videos. Wolf Panda is suggesting a demo of Trials Fusion. All right, I don't know what that is. What is that? But I'll go check it out and see if there's a demo for it. And if there is, then definitely I will try it out. Well, see, I've had people recommend things like Castle Crashers and Viscera Cleanup, I think was one that was recommended to me, and some other stuff like that. But then I go and look for it, and it's either not on PlayStation 4 at all, because it's only on, PlayStation 3, because it's an old game, or it's only on PC or something like that, unfortunately. But if it's on PlayStation 4 and I can find a demo, or I can find it on sale, or I can find it, like sometimes, I do belong to PlayStation Plus, so sometimes there are free games or deeply discounted games. That's how I got Terraria. Terraria had been on sale for like $2.99, and I bought that. But yeah, I'll go check it out if it's available. Trials Fusion. I'll go see what that's all about. Thank you for the suggestion. Oh, it's hard to explain. Okay. Is it a single player or a multiplayer? Or a platformer, side-scroller? Is it science fiction, fantasy? Is it an indie game? I guess I'll find out. I'll find out in about 2 minutes after I log off and go look for it. Thank you. 4-player. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have 4 players. Or is it an online game? Because because I don't have 3 other people to... Well, I mean, I have 3 other people. Oh, it's an Ubisoft game. Oh, it's probably an online game then. It's like Ubisoft did Werewolves Within, and I was going to play that one. In fact, because I have PSVR, and I actually know a guy that worked on Werewolves Within. Ubisoft's development offices are not too far from where I live, and I know a few people that work over there. But I know one of the guys that developed Werewolves Within, so I was going to go and play that one for PSVR, but it's one of those online games, and I was looking into it, and it seemed like... I don't know how to say this, but, you know, sometimes when you're a female and you're playing online games, people can be hostile. And when I was trying out the game, there were some very inappropriate players. And I think that Ubisoft, well, from what I was told by the person I told you that I knew that worked on the game, they said that, you know, there were community managers and that they were trying really hard to keep that sort of, you know, negative player interactions to a minimum. And, you know, because it's hard to put out a game like that and then have people basically abusing other people through the venue of your game, you know, and that's not cool. Because I mean, it's one thing when it's like Call of Duty and you're shooting each other and you're going, hey asshole, I'm gonna shoot you, whatever. That's what the game is. But Werewolves Within, it's not that kind of game and shouldn't be encouraging those sorts of interactions. So, you know, I can understand the frustration there, but yeah, you know, anyway, I don't usually play multiplayer games when I have to play with people who I don't know, and I don't know what I'm going to be getting into, because I really just don't feel like subjecting myself to other people's abuse and bad attitudes and whatnot. I don't know, I have a YouTube channel and people come in here and sometimes people have bad attitudes here, but on YouTube I can just block them. I can just kick them out and say, nope, not putting up with your crap. But you know, if you're going to try to play a game with somebody else and they're being difficult, you know, that can be a problem sometimes. Okay, so there's parts of it that are single player and there are parts of it that are multiplayer. Oh, okay. Oh, is it a motorcycle game? Is it kind of like The Crew? Because The Crew, I did try out The Crew at one point. There was a demo for The Crew that I tried out. That's when I had Starfish as a guest on my channel. He was connected to me through the PlayStation Network, and we were both talking on the video at the same time. He was hanging out with me while I played it. You know, through his headset, because he's in the UK and I'm in the US. But I was playing The Crew, and that was kind of fun because it's an online game and it's multiplayer, but it's structured really well so that you don't have to take any abuse from anyone else. I mean, people might run into you, but it's not going to, you know, damage your car that bad, and they're not going to like send you nasty messages and say horrible things to you and stuff. You know, you can play the game without necessarily having to put up with, you know, griefers and trolls and stuff. So yeah, I thought The Crew was cool. Okay, I'll check it out. And I'll see what's what. Thank you for the suggestion. All right, you guys. And anyone else that may be watching this video in the archive later, if you're still here, thanks for sticking it out to the very end. Thanks for coming back and watching the second half after the power went out. Do take care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye!